I'm currently at OK Four-Wheel Drive in Stortsville, New Jersey, getting some improvements for the back of the Winnebago Revel. This behind me is OK Four-Wheel Drive's own Sprinter, and it is equipped with an Alvan's ladder and tire carrier and an Alvan storage box. And that's what they'll be installing on the Revel in the shop today. I went with the Alvan's ladder and tire carrier to get a matching spare tire and have that mounted on the tailgate as opposed to underneath the van. On the passenger side of the tailgate, we are mounting an aluminum storage box also by Alvan's. And this storage box is going to be the perfect place to put tools, recovery gear, power cable, water hose, things that you don't necessarily want on the inside of your living space. Since the new storage box occupies the same space where the original ladder used to be, the tire carrier by Alvan's also integrates this robust aluminum ladder on the driver's side. There's the bottom.
Yeah, let's hit the very bottom one again. Good. Alright, now do it up. That one. Good. Whatever the heck his name is, inches. These bolts are good from the top, so it goes through rubber and then a washer. Go ahead and push in. I got it started right there. It started. Okay. Push in on the box and try to thread it a little bit.
Back through?
Yep.
Red?
Oh, hold on, pull it out a little bit. Alright, good. Good. Good.
Is that lockable?
Right there.
Okay. So you just put in like
And the old padlock.
a padlock?
Yeah.
One of the challenges we faced was where to put the supplies that we don't necessarily want inside the living space of the RV. So for stuff like that, it's handy to have a large aluminum box on the tailgate. On the inside, the box is 14.5 inches deep, 23 3/4 inches wide, and 29.5 inches tall. That gives you a decent amount of space for equipment. Right now we don't have the box kitted out because we still need to get a set of tools and some recovery gears specifically for the van. So while my girlfriend and I know what we want to use the box for, we don't know exactly what items we're going to end up filling it with yet. In the meantime, we got these collapsible milk crates from Lowe's to make practical use of the space until we have a bespoke solution all figured out. The quality of the Alvan's hinge-mounted tailgate hardware seems to be top-notch. I really like the large diameter tubing that they use. The finish is durable and the welds appear to be really clean. The box itself is a little bit less impressive. When I took delivery, I noticed a dent in the upper corner of the box. And I'm not a welder by any means, so I'm not a good judge, and I've heard that aluminum is particularly difficult to weld, but I did notice that the welds around the box are rough and irregular. That was just my initial impression, and so far, functionally, it's been superb. There's been no water ingress, and it does the job that I need. The rear doors of this van are equipped with 180-degree hinges. However, after adding the box and the ladder tire carrier, the bracketry that was added to the hinges shortens the swing a little bit. So the doors can now safely open about, I would estimate, 120 degrees. An added benefit to getting the spare tire out from underneath the van and mounted to the tailgate is that now that space underneath the van can be utilized for an auxiliary gas tank. I had OK 4-wheel drive pick up a new method wheel and a matching spare tire that's 245/70/17 load range E. It's a BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2 that comes as standard equipment on the Revel, and that is also my tire of choice. The spare tire is held on by this threaded rod and is removed very quickly using this T-bar that just turns off. There's a hole at the end of the threaded rod so you can pick up a weatherproof padlock at the hardware store for security. The hinge-mounted assembly on the passenger rear door of the van, upon which the box is mounted, is the Alvan's B2. It comes with two protruding arms upon which you can install a bike carrier, but I didn't use those pieces. I used the B2 exclusively to mount the box. I'm really happy with the box and the tire carrier. I think they were a good choice for a first modification, and the guys at OK 4-wheel drive did a great job installing. Next modifications on the priority list for the Revel, aside from just kitting it out with supplies, are probably a set of max tracks and also an ARB twin air compressor. I don't have an ETA on that stuff. There's no big rush on the air compressor, particularly if RNG is around, which already has the air compressor. The max tracks, which are traction mats used for vehicle recovery, are a little bit more urgent, which I found out last week after getting the van stuck in mud with no recovery gear whatsoever. I just got back from the dentist. The first time in entirely too long, and I cannot feel the side of my face. So this is weird. If I slur any words, I apologize. As I mentioned in my last two videos, my orange Jeep is going to continue to be my primary vehicle for Venture Forward, and this Winnebago Revel is going to play more of a support role. I've been asked, how exactly is that going to work? Do I plan to flat tow the Jeep? And the answer to that is no. I didn't get the Revel with any intention of towing the Jeep at all. The towing capacity of the van is 5,000 pounds, and my Jeep weighs a few hundred pounds over that, so towing the Jeep behind the van would be cumbersome and potentially unsafe. The plan is to have 2 independently piloted vehicles, both in the spirit of overland travel, but each one fitting a different genre. We also chose to go this route for flexibility, so if I'm out in the orange Jeep, I can call up my girlfriend and say, hey, I'm heading over the mountain pass and I'm not going to be able to make it to the base camp in the east. Meet me at 39 longitude and -106 latitude and we'll set up camp there. So having 2 field vehicles, both with decent 4-wheel drive capability, played a big role in the decision to get this van. That is a wrap for this episode. In the next video, feeling will have returned to my face, and I'm going to be reunited with an old friend. Thanks for following along.